Not long ago, we took a look at another English, American English channel, and today we're going to be returning to them to look at the other co hosts to see what are some things that they are doing in their speech that actually sound very, very natural in American English pronunciation that you can also apply to your speech as well. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to your daily American English pronunciation show. Wake up American. We're here Monday through Friday, right around 8 a.m. New York. Today we're a little bit early just because of some things happening later in the day to make sure that you can get in your 5 minutes, your 10 minutes, or whatever amount of time is every single day to move towards your goal of a natural sounding accent. That's entirely why we're here. And to guide you in this process, there is me. Hello, my name is Jeff. It rhymes with breath. It's one of the four keys to a natural sound, including placement, pitch, breath, and trying to weaken your consonant sounds in order to strengthen your vowels. For those of you hanging out with me a little bit of an earlier time, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. It's great to see you. Be sure to say hey, because I love to chat with you. But I have four quick things that we're going to be looking at that we can then apply to our own speech. Hello to Levi. They managed to be with us. Appreciate you. Good to see you again. And Noman is back with us as well. Great to see both of you. I know there's some others around as well. Oh, and Emmanuel's here too. Great to see you. Emmanuel, thanks for stopping by. All right, four quick things. Let's take a look at number one. Take a look and see what you think I'm going to say.
It's not a mistake to say. It's not a mistake to say.
I'm going to play it out one more time. The thing that I want you to pay attention to is the pitch changes
It's
here.
not a mistake to say. It's not a mistake to say.
Something that I really like in this section here is that we have three thought groups. They're very punchy, right? It's not a mistake to say. So those little sections are called thought groups. They're groups of words that go together. And one tip that you can use to immediately make yourself sound more natural in American English is when you change a thought group, change the pitch level that you are using. Take a look and see if you can catch those pitch changes.
It's not a mistake to say. It's not a mistake to say.
It's not a mistake to say. It's not a mistake to say. I really like that movement. There's another thing from this clip that I want to identify too that I hope you're using in your own speech that can help you sound natural.
It's not a mistake to say. It's not a mistake to say.
Listen how she's linking not to so you have this T sound that's coming in between two vowels, right? You have this ah sound before, like not, and then you have this schwa sound after it. It's like na, and then you have this T in the middle. And very frequently when that happens, you're going to link them with what is called a fast D sound.
It's not a mistake to say. It's not a mistake to say.
So that's why instead of saying not, we're getting nada, nada. As you're doing that, you don't need that D sound to be very heavy. I think the amount of weight she puts on it is pretty good. So that's appropriate. You can even go a little lighter if you wanted. But you don't usually hear people in North America pronouncing that as like not a mistake. Usually you're more likely to hear not a mistake, not a mistake. So a couple things there. Exactly. It's not a mistake to say, Harry, writing that down. Yep. So those thought groups again, it's not a mistake to say, and every one of those thought groups moving down with our flap T, fast D sound, however you call it. What's up to Milad joining us as well? I saw Milad at like 3 a.m. his time. Should appreciate that effort. Let's take a look at our second clip here. What is the next thing that we're going to be listening for?
I forgot my wallet in the car. I forgot my wallet in the car.
I want you to pay attention to that little prepositional phrase. So, in the car. I want you to listen to that.
I forgot my wallet in the car. I forgot my wallet in the car.
You know, sometimes I think when students learn the TH in American English, they learn that like, yo, this TH is really, really strong. I'm going to make it clear and emphasize, like in the car, in the car. You know, I'm going to put my tongue way out, like in the car. And if you've hung out with me at all in any previous streams, you know that that middle tongue position is my least favorite position for a TH because It slows everything down. It makes the TH a little bit too strong. It's not my favorite. Instead, I recommend just having light contact with the tip of your tongue and either your top or your bottom front tooth, like or the. The other thing too is that we don't need the TH to be super dominant. It just needs to be present. It just has to be there a little bit. So I like the amount of weight she has on her TH on the
I
here.
forgot my wallet in the car. I forgot my wallet in the car.
So no, she's not saying in the car, in the car. No, she's saying in the car, in the car, in the car, in the car, in the car. In fact, something that you're going to see a lot of native speakers do, especially in casual conversation where the pace, where the and the in are really, really reduced. This can even occur in professional settings, by the way. Okay. It's just an aspect of rapid speech where when you have like an N or an N sound followed by a TH, like in the, a lot of times what happens is that TH gets really, really soft. So it can become like in the, or what can also happen sometimes with native speakers is the TH actually gets replaced by another N sound. So in the becomes in the car, in the car, in the car. See, again, in the car, 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 in the car. You'll hear both versions from native speakers. Just a note on that TH sound. Let's listen to it maybe one more
I
time.
forgot my wallet in the car. I forgot my wallet in the car.
Again, in the car, in the car. You don't want that TH to be messing with your speech and causing it to get a little disjointed. How you guys liking it so far? Anything you're learning? Things you're noticing that I haven't picked out specifically? You can put them in the chat. Okay. Nina's saying, interesting, we'll take it. Their picture is a brain. I don't know what to make of that. But I'll take it as positive. We're learning. Let's take a look at our third little tip here.
You can say, I forgot my wallet in the car. You can say, I forgot my wallet in the car.
So this is something that I think is going to be really helpful for times where you need to describe something that someone else said. And this is again related to pitch. See if you can guess what I'm going to say.
You can say, I forgot my wallet in the car. You can say, I forgot my wallet in the car.
The big thing here is it's going back on the same principle we mentioned earlier, where when you change stock groups, you want to change pitch levels. But this is common, like if you're telling a story, if you have characters, if you're describing again what someone said, start a little low. It's like, for instance, saying like, so I said, don't do that. So I said, don't do that. Do you hear what's happening? So I start really low when I'm doing like the narration aspect. So I said, and then when I get to the actual quote or the actual words, I'm going to like raise the pitch or change the pitch. Don't do that. See if you can catch that happening.
You can say, I forgot my wallet in the car. You can say, I forgot my wallet in the car.
It's like we start off a little low, right? You can say, I forgot my wallet in the car. You can say, I forgot my wallet in the car. You can say, I forgot my wallet in the car. It's like things like that. Taking that you can say part lower, I think is a helpful strategy you can use. Okay. Everything is so clear so far. And Harry saw a black dog. We all have our problems. We all have our problems. Okay. I got one more little thing for you that I think is going to be really helpful and that you can immediately start applying to your speech as well to help you sound natural. Let's take a look at this last one.
But this is not correct. But this is not correct.
The big thing here, how many thought groups do you see?
But this is not correct. But this is not correct.
Okay. My answer would be I detect two thought groups. And the thing that's happening that's really important is what's going on between those two thought groups.
But this is not correct. But this is not correct.
Do you see that pause? There's almost like a full half second to full second pause in between this and is. But this is not correct. But this is not correct. I was actually just talking with a student yesterday. She's a lawyer, and she had to give a big talk. Okay. Livy, that looks, yes, that's the transcript. The only thing I would say, take off the comma. No comma. No comma. I was talking with a student yesterday. She had to give a big talk in front of a lot of people for some sort of presentation. And one of the things we noticed was when she's talking, she just goes, 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 goes. No breaks, no breaks. And remember, American English really likes contrast. When we talk about contrast a lot of times we're referring to, um, we refer a lot to pitches. Right, we talk about change thought groups, change pitches, but it's not just about pitch. That's not the only way to show contrast. You can show contrast in many ways. You can do it through volume, like shout and then go quiet. You can do it through speed. So like one section is going to go really fast and then you go slow. Another way you can add contrast, though, is to have continuous speech that then pauses. And what that does is it helps re-engage your listener. It also helps separate the things you're saying, adds some nice energy and effect. So I think the pause that she used there makes it more effective in terms but this one thing is not correct.
But this is not correct. But this is not correct.
And I know that when we've learned English or any second language, we're often taught to associate, pauses with problems. They're issues. They demonstrate a weakness. So a lot of times we try to avoid pauses when we learn a second language. But the reality is, no, it's the opposite. They're a sign of strength and a sign of power in your speech and confidence. So I would say, hey, can you incorporate some more pauses into your speech? All right, guys, so those are the 4 things I have for you for today. I do have to run to a class in a moment, but see how many of these things you can start applying to your own speech, which ones you find easier, which ones you find harder. And yeah, that's all I got. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more Wake Up American. Look, there's a million pronunciation resources out there. In fact, we looked at one of them today. So the fact that you tune into us for a little bit of guidance is greatly, greatly appreciated. I'll see you all later. I hope you have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon. You guys take care. Catch you on the next episode.